Hello, welcome to Trump 47 Watch. Today's episode focuses on the 2026 midterms, which will be held in November of next year. It's August the 12th, 2025. I'm Eric Masters, Professor of Business Emeritus, commentator, podcaster, and you can find me at my YouTube channel. Future episodes of this series will trace the key developments and trends up to the midterm elections in next year. The focus in this episode is on the midterms in the U.S. Congress, House and Senate, governorships, state legislatures, a little bit about what's going on with mid-decade redistricting, and a focus on Michigan. The U.S. House of Representatives currently consists of 212 Democrats, 219 Republicans, and 4 vacant seats. All of these seats are up. Members of the House serve a 2-year term. In the Senate, where members serve a 6-year term, and they rotate basically a third of the Senate being up for election every 2 years. In 2026, you have 13 Democratic seats that are up for election, 24 Republican seats. So Republicans have a lot more to defend in this upcoming race. The current breakdown in terms of party in the U.S. Senate is the Democrats have 47 seats, Republicans have 53 seats. It will take just a handful of seats to flip in order to change the party control from Republican to Democrat in both of these houses in 2026. Here is a little bit of history about the changes in the president's party control of the House and Senate that have occurred since 1990. For example, in 1994, when the Republicans won the House of Representatives for the first time since 1952, under Gingrich's effort to convince Americans to vote for the contract with America, Democrats lost 52 seats in the House and 8 seats in the Senate. In 2006, George W. Bush, in his second term, lost 30 seats. In 2010, the year of the Tea Party upheaval, Barack Obama and the Democrats lost 63 seats. And in 2018, Donald Trump and the Republicans lost 40 seats in the House. This is something that obviously the Republicans are very much concerned about happening in 2026. If they should lose the House and the Senate, that will have a dramatic impact on the course of Trump's remaining time in office. Governorships. There are currently 23 Democratic governors, 27 Republican governors, and up for grabs in 2026 are 18 Democratic seats and 20 Republican seats. Here's a breakdown of the partisan distribution of seats in the cumulative state senates of the 50 states and the state houses of the 50 states. You can see that Republicans have a majority in the state senates and state houses over Democrats. And we'll take a little bit more careful look at these compositions of the state legislatures by state, so you can see which states have both party control in the state legislature. There's an effort mid-decade now in Texas and Ohio legislatures to redraw their congressional districts. Both of those legislatures are Republican controlled. The one in Texas is particularly controversial and has broader implications. Georgia and Louisiana have redistricting plans under judicial review, and several states, depending upon what happens in Texas, may consider redrawing their districts mid-decade, and they include Florida and Missouri, which are Republican controlled, California, New York, and Illinois, which are Democratic controlled. Texas Governor Abbott commented recently on redistricting. Governor Abbott is a Republican, and he confirmed what Republican lawmakers in that state have been saying, that beyond efforts to add 5 GOP congressional seats in the Lone Star state, there have been discussions about seeking to add as many as 3 more. This could have a major impact on the 2026 midterms if that were to take effect. In Michigan, you have several major offices up for election. Statewide, you have the governorship, the attorney general, secretary of state, and 1 U.S. Senate seat. They're all controlled by Democrats presently. The Michigan House of Representatives is controlled by Republicans, who have a slight majority of 58 to 52 over the Democrats. And the Michigan Senate is controlled by Democrats, which have an even smaller majority, 19 Democrats versus 18 Republicans. This set of elections will be closely watched in 2026, as Michigan is a pivotal state in presidential elections. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for more. We'll be following developments in the course of the midterms as we get closer to the election in November 2026. Thank you and have a good day.